Okay, thought our guys played well in all three phases against Cal Berkeley. Reggie Dunn obviously provided a big spark. Seems that when Cal would start to get a little something going, he came out and twice took the kickoff back for a touchdown, which really reversed the momentum and put it back in our favor both times and gave us a big lift, and that was good to see. Offense seemed to play with a rhythm more so than we have at any point this season. Had some good things going on in the run game. John White, Kelvin York both ran effectively, close to 200 yards rushing. Thought Travis took another step forward, did a nice job running the offense. Defensively, we played well in stretches, had some points in time where we were not so good. Didn't start off very good, a little soft against the run, and then we got a little sloppy at the end. But in between, was pretty good. Thought the corners played exceptionally well, particularly Ryan Lacy. Thought he had an excellent game, probably his best game as a Ute. And so a lot of positives to draw upon. Got to hopefully use this as something to build on going into Washington State. They come in here this weekend. Again, we get to play at home, which is a positive. Very appreciative of our fans. I want to make sure I mention that. We're going through a tough skid there, and they support never wavered. Sold out stadium, and it was a great atmosphere, and very, very again appreciative for the support our fans have shown our players all season long. So questions? Did
John White have an extra gear or do something different than he had been doing the rest of the season? Did he play differently?
Well, I thought he played exceptionally well Saturday, and his best game of the season. Ran much more like he did last year. More violence, more finish with the runs, and I think it's a product of a couple things. We've talked about his not being 100% for that middle stretch of the season, early the middle stretch, and he's now, I guess you could say, back in form like he was last year, and we need that to continue. We're obviously the 100-yard mark for him has been a positive for us as far as translating into wins, and that was the case against Saturday. So hopefully down this stretch, these next 4 games, he'll be able to give the lift to the team that he was able to do last year.
You feel like Brian Johnson was more effective on the sidelines as a coordinator?
It seemed to be something that was a positive for us, and we made the move with just those hopes in mind that he would provide a little more energy and be able to have a direct link with Travis, look him in the eye between series, and better communication. You can talk to someone on the headphones, but it's not quite the same as being there face to face. And so it's give and take, though. You lose a little bit of a vantage point with your coordinator being down, but fortunately we have Aaron Roderick, who has experience being in the box as a coordinator and is a good set of eyes for Brian up there. But moving forward, we anticipate leaving it the same way, and don't anticipate that changing unless we run into a reason to take another look at it.
I've been expecting this team to come together all year. Get rid of the mistakes, get things going, and they did that against Cal. Put up 49 points. Now Cal got some late points, but I think it was more of a beatdown, in my opinion, than what the score even showed. How do you get things to come together like that? How do you maintain that unity where all three, special teams, defense, and offense, are working together?
Well, I think it's a product of sticking with what you believe in, not panicking, not making wholesale changes, and believing in what you're doing. And the players believe, the coaches believe, everyone's bought in, and like I said, just staying the course, I guess, is the best way to put it, and not being too disruptive. And as soon as you make wholesale changes, everyone's, well, why were we doing this other stuff in the first place, and that type of deal. And so I think that it's a product of that, as well as a great senior class that makes sure that things get done the right way and will not allow the team to fragment, I guess you could say.
And then can you talk to me about Ryan Lacy and his job on Keenum? When you went back and looked at the film, graded him out, it just looked like he had a great game.
Outstanding. Yeah, he played very well and was obviously in the right frame of mind for this football game. Not that Ryan's in the wrong frame of mind ever. He's a competitive kid. But that receiver, in my estimation, is a #1 draft choice, first-round draft choice, and or certainly first-day draft choice. And that was a great job by Ryan. And he drew Keenan a lot of the time during the course of the game and really did an outstanding job in coverage.